about a man who loves Biafra. I wanna talk about a man who is a hero. I wanna talk about a man who has Biafra at heart. Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, I can see you, you are a godsend. Nnamdi Kanu, you are a hero to our world. You made a footstep, you are a great man. You did a great work, you made a full speech, you are a great man. Oh, double keep Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. You read history like a man. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. You broke history like a man. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one we are talking about. You are the hero of our land. You made us to understand the history of the world. You made us to understand you are leader. I want to know you. You are a strong man. I want to know you. You are a strong man. One man's sport over all. One man's sport all over the world. Biafra man, the lion who is in the Zion. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. When I hear your voice, it makes me stronger. Yeah. When I hear your voice, I see the enemies trembling. Yeah. When I hear your voice, I see the Biafrans stronger. The people in the Zion, everybody raise your hands for the hero. Yeah. Nnamdi Kanu, you are a God sent to a land. You set the trap, the zoo for inside it. You set the trap, you had emotion. You rise your voice, yeah, you say it so strong. When you speak out loud, the outside is confused. The Yoruba man is confused. The zoo is in confusion. You are a true Biafran son. When I look at you, I see the maple you. Nnamdi Kanu, I see the spirit of Biafra in you. Move on, move on, move on. We are right beside you. We are in your left and your right and your back and your front. We are with you, our brother. 'Cause you make us stronger. Have you seen a Biafra? The true son of Biafra. He is a true hero. Speaking to the nations, America stood up, Europe stood up, Asia stood up, Africa, they are standing. Everybody is standing for one man. A man, a man, a man of true passion. Odogu, 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 Jebelilu. Odogu, 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 Jebelilu. Odogu, 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 Jebelilu. There is no more going back. We are here to stay. No more challenge, no more debates with facts and figure. They are destroyed. I can see the Hausa man cannot stand again. I can see the Yoruba man, he cannot stand again. You separated the seed from the chaff. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the one. IPOB, they salute you. We salute the hero. We salute the hero. Biafrans round the world. It is time for
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And of course, to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafomefo. Mazi Uche Ukafomefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafomefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I believe that one day we will come to understand the mindset behind those words. He is, of course, standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the king of Afari Beku. He remains the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. Nobody have done that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I am one of Nnamdi Kanu property, just like his chair and his table. Ndiara. I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, we don't expect you to understand everything, because one day you will see that everything we have said, everything we have done, we are going to do, something gave birth to it. And so I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Creator, because without him we are gone as a people. In my humble way, as always, I say to him, Anyena Ainenage Ubiomage Ojuru Anyanya Dadio Ingwe Gembangwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. Ise. And of course, we all know on this segment is always, the theme is always back to your root. It's still back to your root. It's just that Biafran students are on the line waiting for me already, and I cannot say no to them, because in the real sense they are the future generation of Biafra. It's not like Nigeria, they tell you the youth are the future of tomorrow. All these people, some of them are 300 years, they are still ruling. Their children is 200 years. When is the future? But here in Radio Biafra, as Biafra, we understand that today is the tomorrow, the future we have been looking forward to. And having said that, our teaching on Back to Your Root will continue. And a lot of people are not comfortable with it, but you just need to get used to it. I googled something online regarding the snake and the child. You know, in yesterday broadcast, somebody called and said in their village, somewhere in Imo State, that when a mother gives birth to a child, and the mother, maybe there is nobody to take care of the child, that in their community, they do not look for who to protect the child. That they have to go to, the mother can go to the market, but a python will come out, or a cobra, or any snake will come out and round that baby. And the brother said the snake will protect the baby till the mother comes back. Though it was just a contribution he made. But that is not my first time of hearing that. I used to hear that in so many communities in my place. I have said it repeatedly, some things about snake when it comes to us as a people. But when you begin to say it, a lot of people will say it's juju, it's juju. I took time to study juju now. And lo and behold, I tried to Google cobra. I discovered that even encyclopedia acknowledged it. They draw a cobra that is rounding a baby, but now they put Oyibo baby, not black man baby. But black people are busy shouting, it's juju, it's juju. Oyibo now go and draw cobra and put a white baby there. But this is not their culture. This is not their tradition. The same way they stole all our culture and tradition. And they help us to believe that it's evil. Have you ever wondered why all the sculpture, archaeology, discovery of the past, they will go to those images and break the nose? So you will not know they are black people. Only when they Photoshop, all of them are Oyibo. But you come and see them on ground, they have broken all their nose. And it takes me thinking. We all agree that God put Adam and Eve in the Bible. And snake came. And snake now talk to Adam and Eve. It's not juju. It's miracle. It's holy. Or is it not what the Bible say? Did he say Satan came as a two-horned man and a tail behind and very black like me? No. He said, and the serpent came. Which means, agwo no bia. If you have Igbo Bible, read it for me there. A snake now came. And the snake now look at Adam and Eve. And tell Adam and Eve, eat it, eat it. It's not evil. It's not arrows. But when I tell you that snake can come and protect people, he say it's evil, it's evil. It was amazing. But what is missing there now is that the Oyibo put his baby. Go and Google it. Go and Google cobra. Or maybe I'll have to post it online for you. The point is that Oyibo culture. Your own is evil. You are shouting, look at all of you now. Do you know we are in a scarcity of beer in Nigeria? Kai Kai is scarce now. It's more expensive than petrol. Because now every imam now is buying Kai Kai. Every pastor now, Adeboye, all of them, they are buying Kai Kai, ordinary coronavirus. Let us tell ourselves the truth too. Because it is going to help all of us. And of course, I will not digress further. We will continue looking into going to our route. But for some reason, on this segment, we are going to look at some other issues because our students, I believe, have something important to tell us. And so our topic this evening is some of the pressing issues around Biafra land and a moment with the voice of Biafran students. Our program on this segment is simply titled Some of the Pressing Issues Around Biafra Land and a Moment with the Voice of Biafran Student. A lot of things are happening. It is our duty to call your attention to all the abnormal occurrence around us. Because if not, we understand how Nigerian function. But our duty is to expose them at every level. Without fear or favor. Without compromising. Without lying. And so Biafrans must be at alert. Biafrans must be willing and ready to stand up to the challenges considering the precarious situation we have found ourselves in. But let it be on clear record that we are not here to undermine anybody. We just want to go home. And of course, without wasting much of our time, I will be going to a cross session of the voice of Biafran students who have one or two things to tell us. And I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy. Hello, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. I want you, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. I want you, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. Freedom is here. Hello, Biafra. Hello, Biafra. I want you, Biafra. Freedom, freedom is here. Is here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. You walk it out there, man. Hey, Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing what you did do for us. Finally, Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know, yes, they killed us many years back. I know, yes, they try to pull us down, but this kind of work this way. Thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better. Now everything done better. Now thank you for the good things. See everything done better. We're living fine. Brother Kaiga Waniru Kaika
Gulanyo, Rabiko Gawaniru. It makes me want when I see my brothers being killed. Nigerian government see them people because the space of freedom.
Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that.
Yes, of course, Nigerian can continue doing what they are doing because this is exactly the time they have. Like I said, I am joined by the voice of Biafran student at this moment. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Mazi George Onyibe.
Oh, good evening from here, and I want to believe you are in the best position to introduce yourself to Biafrans across the globe as they are waiting to hear what you people have for us. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Onyibe, for this time and opportunity. Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, Biafrans all over the world, depending on your time zone. I am Chimo Binfine Umba. I am a member of the Voice of Biafra students. I am currently here in the Ebonyi State University here in Palmside, and we are all gathered here as Biafran students doing one necessary thing, and that thing is coming together and joining all our unity, joining all our force, joining all our capacity, joining all our intellectual minds together towards one particular mission, and that mission is the restoration of the Republic of Biafra. Upon that restoration of Biafra, every pit and every gate of hell shall fall, and that hell we all know is Nigeria, and that is why we are all gathered here. I am here with able men and women together, commonly joined with this one goal. And as I said before, we are all students. And it is in this light that I want to actually, before I continue, I will throw more light that students should really stand up and start doing the needful. Students should really stand up. Students inside the universities should really actually stand up with this opportunity they have, with these 4 years of time they have. They should actually see things, because after that 4 years, they will all come back to this mess called Nigeria. That university time is that time to use and encompass your eyes of horizon to see that you are not needed in this forceful union called Nigeria. Once again, my name is Chimo Binfine Umba. I hail from Ohafia. Ohafia is Umuahia province, and Umuahia province is in Biafra land. We are gathered here once again in Ebonyi to actually do one thing, and that thing is the restoration of Biafra. DOBS. DOBS. Hope for Biafra. Hope for Biafra. I was standing as the moderator. Before I continue, I want to give to the Ebonyi State student here to actually greet Biafra.
Hello, Mazi George Onyibe. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Nwadike Kelvin Ifanyichiku. I'm the Ebonyi State student head. I want to use this opportunity to talk to the students all over the world that we all must join our hands together and stand firm for the truth, because the truth is Biafra, and in Biafra our hope lies. What is the need of a student when after school he cannot be able to secure a good job? What is the need of our students after the 4 years of education? They will end up being Okada rider, being Keke driver. It is only Biafra that can give us that which we want. It is only Biafra that can give us freedom. It is only Biafra that can give us that work. When you finish from your school, you will see one place or the other to work. I call all the Biafrans all over the world to join hands as a student, to join hands as a youth, to make this struggle to go very far, because we are the people to enjoy it very well. I also had the chief of army staff telling so many people that they will recruit Ebonyi youth into army. But my question to him is, he is the chief of army staff. He has undergone many training. Why can't him who is well trained, fight the Boko Haram? And now he needed Ebonyi youth. Not only Ebonyi youth, but the Biafran youth as that matter. What type of nonsense is that? But when it's time for anything good coming into Nigeria, take for instance, see the bill that they want to pass. They want to borrow money from China. They remove Igbo. They remove the Southeasterners. But the same Southeasterners is where you want to go and harvest the youth that will fight Boko Haram. I'm telling him that he should have a rethink. We are Biafrans. We are not Fulani. We will stand on the truth, and that truth is Biafra, and nothing can stop us. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Hamadike Nkembu, na Biafra land, and the whole world have opened our eyes, and nobody can confuse us. We are standing as voice of Biafran students and telling all the youth, everywhere you find yourself, rise up, let's fight this fight and end it. I will say it is Biafra or Biafra. We don't have any alternative. It is Biafra or Biafra. Let us all stand and fight for our freedom. Because Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for himself. He is already going down in age. This freedom is for us, the youth. Therefore, I'm standing here at Palm Side, Ebonyi State University, and telling everybody, the whole people, not only students this time around, but every person that is born of Biafra, that blood of Biafra runs through his veins, that he should rise up. Let's fight and fight this to the end. If it warrants that we all will go down, let's go down until the last man standing. I'm signing off from here. Thank you, George Onyibe.
Thank you very, very much. That was the voice of Mazi Akadike, the student head here in Ebonyi State. Without wasting much of our time, I will be going forward to the next representative, which is representing Abia State here in this meeting. But before that, I want to actually drop a little light for students. Some phones we are using presently is being made by China. And do you imagine the age bracket of those producing or working on that phone? They are secondary, high school. Let me use high school children, high school students. Those that are in universities are doing what we call laptops that we are using. They are shipping over to use. During the Biafran War, those ammunitions we did, those military mines we used in fighting, were all done by students in the then University of Biafra in Nsukka. But today, they are still using that old scheme that we used in 1960, that old scheme that we used in 1967 to fight war, to teach this jet age, to teach this 21st century. Imagine a computer science student of this 21st century still learning Fortran. Fortran, my forefathers used in producing abacus. That is what we are still using to produce, to learn in this generation of Core i7, Core i10, and the rest. You find out that we are not being told the necessary things. We are being given stone to go to the battlefield where they use gun to fight. But each and every time we still come out successfully because God has endowed immensible knowledge upon us as Biafran students. Biafran students, this is the high time you should know your mind, you should know your power, that you need to come out in mass and support every little thing IPOB is doing in your own little way. In that university you find yourself, instead of opening different fellowship, open fellowship as IPOB family units. Instead of joining all these guides and all these course group, open IPOB unit and join IPOB volunteer. Make yourself useful to your own generation. Make yourself useful to your own generation so that your name will go down the history books. Today you can remember Ojukwu. Today you can remember Philip Efio because of what they fought and what they have done for you. Let your name go down in the history books. Don't just stay like that and say it doesn't concern me. Because one day the rain shall fall, and the rain does not select any zinc it will fall upon. It falls on everybody. Just like the bomb blast that happened in Festas as of last time. The bomb blast that happened that the Nigerian government lied it was gas pipeline explosion. Oh, Chiko Kike. God will punish them. They have killed so many persons. But those people did not believe that it will be their time. Out of his pink twinkling of an eye, they are all gone. Let me stop here. Mazi, representing Abia, over to you.
Another challenge, oh, another challenge, oh, another challenge, oh, I say not more challenge, oh, another challenge, oh, another challenge, oh, another challenge, oh, I say more challenge, oh. And we continue, Victoria accept.
Good evening, Mazi George Onyibe. Good evening, Biafra. Good morning, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Mazi Chinedu Onocha. I am from Ayazumbise. Ayazumbise is in Owerri province, Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwuka Biama, I serve this humble and divine family of IPOB under the capacity of Zonal Coordinator Michael Okra University, Umudike. I want to use this opportunity to call upon Biafra students all over the world, wherever you are, hearing our voice. It is time for you to stand up and do the needful. It is time for you to come and use your intellectual capability. Those that study computer science, you know you can program. Come and join Voice of Biafran students. We have departments for you. Because this fight, it is for us, the youth. It is not fight for our old women and our old men. We are the youth. Those that study quantum chemistry, those that study industrial physics. Come and use your intellectual capability this time and do the needful. We are calling on every Biafran student, wherever you are. Stand up now and join IPOB family. Join Voices of Biafran students in your various institutions. Nigeria has failed. In fact, Nigeria is a failed state and can no longer exist. Nigeria is a contraction created by Freddy Lugard. And we have come to the realization that Nigeria is not a nation. And this time around, we are ready to use all that we have to destroy this country, to destroy this contraption, because it can no longer exist. This country has made us to be blind. You can imagine what my colleague said here. Somebody that studied computer science cannot program, cannot write a single program. You are using Fortran to teach somebody in this 21st century. You are using COBOL, all those old, updated programming languages. Somebody studying computer science is studying biology and German in high institution. That is the mess we found ourselves into. So Biafran students, wherever you are now, rise up and do the needful. We have all it takes to wipe up this contraction within a single hour. Let's put heads together. Let us organize ourselves as students and make sure that we achieve this single goal, this one single goal, which is the restoration of Biafra, so that by tomorrow we will be very proud to say yes, at our time, Biafra was restored. So please, at this moment, I want to encourage everybody, both our fathers, our mothers, our everybody, as long as you are Biafran, this is time for you to do the needful. Anything you can do, if you can do weapon, any kind of weapon, come out. Let us identify ourselves. Let us do the needful. But as it stands now, Nigeria can no longer exist. Nigeria is a contraction and it is a failed state. It's going to fail. Nigeria is going to fail in the name of Chukwuka Biama. Voice of Biafra students. Voice of Biafra students.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of Mazi Chinedu representing Abia State. Anytime you hear them say the children are the leaders of tomorrow, my brother, my sister, those students are there, you can slap that person. Because since when I was born till now, those old set of baboons and monkeys are the same set of baboons and monkeys still in that seat. They are all telling us a lie. We are going to take the future by our own hands. The future is now. The tomorrow is today. Now. There is no time wasting. Without wasting much of our time, I'm giving to the Deputy Student Coordinator of Ebonyi State to actually greet Biafrans. Mazi.
Good evening, Mazi George Onyibe. Good evening to Biafrans all over the world. Good evening to our Amadike, the reincarnation of African power. I salute you, sir, anywhere you are. My name is Onyibe Chinoso, and I hope you may not need my borrowed name, which is Emmanuel, but if you need it, good and fine. I'm a student of Bonny State University, though we are still being controlled by the zoo, but we are fighting very seriously to get out of that mess. I'm very happy to speak with the Biafrans all over the world, and with this little time given to me, before I forget, Mazi, I want to tell you that because I have a little idea as a computer science student. Do you know that most phones, most mobile phones or those smartphones, because Nigeria depends on China. Most of those mobile phones that they produce, they do install some chips that are monitoring us everywhere. If I must tell you the truth, China is having Nigeria at their palm, because we don't have strong ethical hackers and cyber security personnel here in Nigeria. Everywhere, every data this thing is open. Everywhere is open. They are monitoring us everywhere. And that is the mess we find ourselves
now,
in.
The point is, of course, they are monitoring Nigerians, and Nigerians deserve it. That is why Nigeria will continue to fall. But of course, a genuine Biafran knows that when you are writing, you don't need to write correct English. Just doctors don't write straight. Lawyers don't write straight. Every profession have a way of writing. Don't write to them. Create your own. My book with the DSS till today they can't read it. DSS is to my file. Almost 2 of my file. Till today they cannot read it. Let them go to hellfire and come back. Only one person can read it. I will write on Facebook. Nobody can read it. No, it's only my own computer that can computer it. I say 2 of my file is with DSS. Till tomorrow, let them turn heaven upside down. They cannot read it.
Yes.
Our people, of course, Biafrans are not idiots. So China, all of you, invade Nigeria because Nigeria is a armed robber state in the first place. Which right do they have to privacy when they continually invade the privacy of others? Go ahead, please.
Mazi, I have to tell you, I have to be honest with you. My heart always bleeds when I still remember that these animals are still in charge of me. I have to be honest to you. I want to use this medium to tell my fellow students everywhere, we need to do the needful. We need to do the needful. Something is seriously wrong somewhere. And if they refuse to see all these things, if they refuse to see this handwriting on the wall, I wonder where they will find themselves in few times to come. Look at where we are today. We don't have something doing here. There's no work. Just like in my state here, Devil-man has blocked everything. The youth cannot get more money from even small business like this. Now he increased our school fees. Should we cut our leg to pay the school fees? With what are we going to pay that school fees with? You see, we are facing a lot of challenges. They are talking of banning generator. Since then, there's no light in Nigeria. Anyway, there's no light. We are still managing that generator. That's nonsense. You see? I want to sign off here, but allow me to greet my able leader again. The reincarnation of African power. I must say that, whether Africans like it or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the man that shown us the way, and I will continue to follow him because I know he has a lot of offer to us. Every student, anywhere you are, please rise up. Let's do the needful. Let's do what we're supposed to do, and make sure that we restore Biafra. At the end, we all are going to enjoy it. Thank you, Mazi Onyibe, my mentor. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of the deputy student head in Ebonyi State. Mazi George Onyibe, am I coming out loud and clear?
Of course, the whole world is listening.
Okay, I'll be moving over to a student here in the Ebonyi State University briefly. Mazi, please, over to you.
Good evening, Mazi Onyibe. Good evening, dear friends. Good morning, all the dear friends all over the world. My name is Ajog. We are here live and direct in Abakaliki province in Palmside University. We are here to tell our fellow students they should join hands together to fight to restore our nation Biafra. Because the way the zoo government and maltreating are doing is not encouraging. We are here asking the fellow students of the whole world to come together and let's sit together and find and restore our nation. Because looking the way the zoo are maltreating, are beating, killing people, if you are Christian, they will kill you. All things they have, all the money they get from Biafra, they are packing it to the northern side, which is not good. We are here to tell our fellow students that we should come together and fight for our restoration of Biafra. So, to cut it short, I want to hand over to my coordinator.
Thank you very, very much. Students all over the world, don't actually be surprised that this current spread of virus ravaging everywhere now, both the mighty and the small and the big, can be also designed by students in the lab and test run on human beings just to get global politics going. This is what students have been doing. This is what we can do. But this damnable Republic of Nigeria will not let us shine. We are brighter than the way we see. We are brighter than the way we see. As I was even coming down from my location down here, I saw our students doing the needful. Ebonyi State is rich with mineral resources. Ebonyi State is rich with limestones. Ebonyi State is very rich. But go there, they seem as the poorest people in the southeastern zone. Why? Students, it's high time we start doing the needful. It's high time we start doing the needful. It's high time we come together to actually do the needful. Mazi, before we round it off today, let me give to the last speaker because of our time to briefly introduce himself and greet Biafrans.
VOBS. Hope for Biafra. VOBS. Hope for Biafra. Hope for Biafra. VOBS. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, Mazi Onyibe. My name is Mazi Ebuka. We are reaching you live and direct from the Palm site, Ebonyi State University. Mazi, all the students have marched gallantly to Abakaliki province of Biafra land to convey here and also to make known our position that Biafra and the youth of Biafra, that we the youth are the hope of Biafra. We do not have any other place we are going to apart from Biafra. I want to use this rare opportunity to wake up the gallant spirit of the Biafran youth that there is no hope in Nigeria. Let us make sure that anything we are doing, that every plan we are making, we are incorporating the sovereign state of Biafra in it. We all can bear witness that after education, after the sufferings in different universities, polytechnics and other higher institutions, there is no job for us. We can never continue like this. History will always repeat itself. I am marching on and calling all the whole audience of Biafra land that our whole hope is Biafra. Our whole life is Biafra. There is no hope in Nigeria. After the university training, they will welcome you into the larger society with Keke na Pepe. They welcome you with Okada rider. And upon that, all kinds of harassment and taxations. This is not how we continue. They have mortgaged and planned and packaged their own children after the country. And we are here suffering. The people that are the people that own the land. We believe strongly that this Biafra we are looking for is solely for us the youth. And that is why I'm using this opportunity to help all the Biafra students to know that this struggle we're in is solely for us. I believe strongly that Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who has incorporated this spirit in us, can never see us go on without achieving it. And so, with this singular opportunity, I want to thank everybody, thank the students
believing strongly that we are going to wake up for responsibility and join this struggle to its end. Thank you, Mazi, for giving me this opportunity. Let me sign off here and hand over to my coordinator.
Thank you very, very much. And that was the last speaker for today because of our time. But before we round up, Master George Onyibe, I must appreciate you for this singular time, for this opportunity you have given to us when we are the Biafran students to talk to Biafrans all over the world. But there is a pressing matter that happened some time ago. I want to use this opportunity to actually announce it to the global hearing of everybody, even the Biafrans and lovers of Biafra. Sometime last week, one of us, the deputy student head of the Federal Polytechnic of Oko, was apprehended in the school. Do you know why? Students, listen. It was because that young man, a student of Oko, was videoing Fulani herdsmen blocking their school gates, blocking their school roads, praying. That is why a Fulani security man, a school employee, arrested him. I don't know if he heard me. The student was videoing Fulani herdsmen with their car, blocking the school entrance and blocking the school road. The Fulani security activists in the school arrested him. And it was not up to 30 minutes. DSS from Oka landed in Oko just to pick up a student. Have you seen the height of intimidation? Have you seen the height of slavery we are into? We cannot speak again. And the management did not say anything. It's high time we start counting our own teeth by our own tongue. Once you go, it's too much. This intimidation is too much. And after all preparation from all well and meaningful people all over the world, that young man was released. That young man was released. He's still on his way right here now. He's still because of the stupid taxation in the road, federal road safety and police everywhere. They have stopped them like 3 or 4 times. Voice of Biafra students all over the world. I want to stop here before I get carried away emotionally. But it's high time we actually speak up. It's high time we actually take the bull by the horn. It's high time we actually come together. Let us shut down this bull for once and for all. Let us end this thing for once. It's too much. We have talked enough. Let us come together and do this thing now or never. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I want to appreciate Biafra and I want to appreciate this time you have given us.
Thank you very much.
Ndewo.
And now should be a clear message to every Biafran student anywhere you are all over the world. We have voice of Biafran student. I can see somebody telling me it's in Enugu. He wish they are in their school. We are in every school, both from Ghana to America to USA, anywhere in the world. Anywhere you have our people in the university, we have the voice of Biafran student there. You can always contact us and we link you up with that. My brothers who has just spoken right now, representing the voice of Biafran student. This is Biafra Land Wings. We have them everywhere in the world. If there is none in your school, contact us, we will link you up. Reason being that the youth are supposed to be the next generation, the leaders of the next generation. Now, the European countries or the advanced world or nation, as they call themselves, they make sure that at the age of 18, their children are ready to pilot the affair of the global community. At the age of 18, you have what it takes. British government, when they come to amalgamate us in 1914, they signed document with number 1, Nnamdi Azikiwe, 9 years old. Number 2, is it Amadu Bello, 6 years old. And number 3, Awolowo, 3 years old. They didn't go to school. But Britain is still gallivanting all over the world, saying, hey, it was amalgamation, it's our colonial terror. Document they claim they sign with children. And if children of 6, 9 years and 3 years, who know if they are even 4 months, can sign document with Queen of England, the Royal Majesty, Almighty Queen of the whole world, signing document with 3 months old baby, who is telling you that you are not able to rule Nigeria? Are you aware that Obasanjo, Buhari, late Babangida, late Abacha, all the idiots who have been ruling Nigeria, are you aware that they were between 20 and 30? None of them were 40. When Gowon was answering general, slaughtering over 10 million Biafrans, he was less than 30 or about 30 years. Most of you are 30 years. When Wolon Soyinka was forming the first secret court in Nigerian University known as Pirate, he was less than 17 years. And then who is that Biafran student that can tell me they don't have what it takes? I can assure you, they don't even know half of what we know. They don't. We are equal to the task. All we need to do is to wake up. But of course, we understand that wisdom is the principal thing. And so in all that dealing, wisdom is expected. Of course, it's not everything we'll see here. Get ready. We must take over our life. Today, all of you, majority of the students, are in the cultists because your lecturers are cultists. Woloshoika started it. Glory be to God for him. He's a holy man, very intellectual man, Yoruba man. Hallelujah for you. He started cultism in Nigeria. Have you heard ESS question him? But he's a Yoruba man, so he's a holy. I'll be back in a minute. It is as simple as ABCD. They want to take our identity from us, and this thing is what we will not allow them. A lot of people don't understand what we are fighting to defend. A lot of people do not understand why our leader, Mazen Kano, refused to give sleep to his eye. A lot of people do not understand why our leader refused to sleep under the same heaven with this Moridian Janja with hopeless people all around us. The only thing we have cannot be taken from us, and that is your identity. We are what we are. We are who we are, and we will not apologize for it. And having said that, like I said, those were the voice of Biafran students. Of course, tonight they have meeting to discuss on the next way forward. Biafran youth must be informed. Biafran youth must be enlightened. Biafran youth must understand that they are not Yoruba, they are not Awasa, they are not Fulani. They are not South-South and they are not South-East. They are not Niger Delta or Delta Niger, upland or riverine, bottom line or sideline. We are Biafrans. Any other thing does not matter to us. They will know this truth. And having said that, remember I told us that our topic, we need to be looking at some pressing issues as they affect us as a people. Number one among those pressing issues is indiscriminate adoption of IPOB member by the Nigerian security outfit. The Anambra Oko Polytechnic voice of a Biafran student coordinator was arrested by DSS. I think he was released yesterday, if I'm not making mistake. And what is his crime? Fulani herdsmen brought cow to block Okopoli in Anambra State. And this is a school premises. Anything could have happened. And the boy took his video to video them, because once you see them parading illegally, you know they will do anything. They are the government of the day. So he started videoing them. Another Fulani who is a gate man. So those of you who put Hausa Fulani in your house, you are thinking they are holy. Don't worry, it will come to all of you. We will come here and shout. When they kill you, we will come here and shout. Don't worry. Okopoli, Ho Anambra, of course, Willie Obi not work with Miatiala. So the Miatiala inside Okopoli call DSS. But DSS are jobless people. All they are looking for are peaceful people like us. Immediately DSS here, oh, it's IPOB, they summon salt, like Nollywood actors. They pick up the student. But no matter what you people do, we understand the truth and we are not backing down. He was arrested, spent some days there. Of course, our legal team are there to do the needful. But as I'm speaking to you now, they are in Delta State. Delta State coordinator have been adopted. In fact, they are searching the house of every principal officer of IPOB in Delta State. But of course, we don't hide ourselves. I am reaching you live and direct from Delta State to Urugudu, very close to you, Urugudu. Because Nigeria must tell them, you must prove to the world that Delta State is Biafra. Because if not, why are you arresting Delta people? I thought Delta is not Biafra. Delta is in Niger Delta. We will make fool of all of you, you don't know. You will arrest Kogi man, Igala man, I mean to say. You will arrest Idoma man. That thing you are doing in Southeast, we will drag you, you will arrest all of us. You will be the one telling them that you are arresting Biafra. I have to go to Urugodo, Abo, to talk about Biafra, so that Nigeria can come and arrest Abo man, because they say Abo man is not Igbo man, it's not Biafra man. So why are you arresting us? You don't know. You are the biggest fool and joke I have seen of a country. It's Nigeria. Our leaders say, I'm just giving you expo. I'm just giving you expo. We will set trap for you. You will arrest all of us. You think we don't know what your mindset are? You have been working hard to leave us permanently divided. When you want to share money, you share give Southeast. You didn't give South. Because you want to tell them, you see, you are not the same. So when you see IPOB from the Southeast, you shoot them, you kill them, you adopt them. Then when you see IPOB from South, you don't arrest them. It's a lie. You must arrest all of us. Because it is only in our suffering, in our agony, in our pain, that we can be able to properly identify with ourselves. We will give you the privilege to do that. The whole of our people, anywhere in the world, both the ones that are dead or alive, they know I am a Biafran. Come and arrest me. We are waiting for you, idiot everywhere. So finally, you are coming to where we want you. The world must be put to note that Delta people are not Biafra, they are Niger Delta. But Nigerian DSS now going to arrest them. So why are you arresting Delta people? My Soko brother have been in detention for more than a month now or thereabout. He is still there. But you will not bring it up. We will help you tell the world that this Soko man was arrested for because he's a Biafra. You will use this our gospel, you will sell it for us. Yoruba, Hausa and Fulani. And so IPOB member in Delta State, be at alert. Don't let them kidnap you. Because we have information they are killing secretly. We do not allege. We want evidence. Don't let them adopt you. And I can assure you they cannot do anything. They can't kill you unnecessarily like Chima Joseph. The one they kill in, Chima, they killed in Port Harcourt. Don't allow them to catch you off guard. Make sure somebody know where you are. So one of the pressing needs is that Nigerian police now, they brought one Fulani man now as the new commissioner of police. I have asked Delta State coordinator to send me the name of this idiot. I would have heard it by now. Are we saying that you should be afraid? You will know that Niger Delta is more Biafran than the Southeast you are killing. Just be playing your game. That's just money. Borrow money and give us. Come and build airports for us. So that we say we are not Southeast, we are not South. You people are very foolish. All the game you play in the time past, Nigerian think they can still play the same game. There is no way Biafra can come if we, the Biafran people, cannot identify ourselves with our suffering. Help us make it to come to pass, because that is the last thing we are waiting for, so that Biafra can come. In Rivers State, is it a local government chairman aspiring of PDP or governor? He was adopted by Fulani herdsmen. Go and look at how idiots were defending Fulani herdsmen. Police said, or rather the report said that suspected herdsmen adopted the man and they killed him. And when you come Yoruba radio to tell them, yes, the man is my brother, he was actually adopted by Fulani herdsmen, Yoruba will cut you. How can you say it's Fulani? Just say it's herdsmen. Very soon now, Yoruba will start telling them it's Igbo herdsmen. After all, some Igbo people now are herdsmen. An idiot will say, leave Yoruba, let's romance. Do you know what they are doing to us? Thunder will fire all of you thinking like one Nigeria. The Yoruba man wants us to say it's Igbo herdsmen. You better say it's herdsmen. Or you say Abo herdsmen. Or Enugu herdsmen. Ebonyi herdsmen. Or Ogoni herdsmen. This is exactly what they want. And I weep. And some of our people who don't know what you say, they say, the truth is that let's not say it's Fulani. Let's just say it's herdsmen. Who is herdsmen in Nigeria if not Fulani? Okay, maybe it's Yoruba herdsmen. He was adopted and murdered. So those of you in Delta State, of course you know the code. No panic. All we want is accurate record. All we want is accurate record. We shall see how it ends. Nigeria by now is supposed to be going together to arrange how to divide the zoo. Let every animal in the zoo go their separate way. They are still fighting. Oh, let's intimidate them. Let's harass them. Go and look at the president of military people in Delta State. Governor Okowa is there crying. And you know the army are raping, and we even pay Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen to go to farm. Did Okowa not tell you? The video is still there. Army, please now help us now. Do you know we have to pay Fulani herdsmen to go to our farm? Okowa is crying. Nonsense. You think we are going to be stupid like all the stupid governors and senators and idiots in political corridor? We will make them respect us at the end of the day. When we are done with all of you, even the very plate you used to eat in your house will fight against you. Except it's not in Biafra land. Get ready. And of course, it's a pressing issue. An IPOB family member must be alert. In particular, an IPOB member around the world in Nigeria must also be aware in general. Number 2 pressing need. Illegal parading of security outfits in the name of Biafra across Nigeria. I will take Nasarawa as a case study. Some of people left Obosi in Anambra. They went to Nasarawa State. They went to Abuja. They went to Jos, Kano, Kebbi. They start gathering all our family, all everywhere in the north. That they are Biafran. They can say they are BSS, SMSMS, KKK, that they are Biafran soldier. At least at this moment, I am still the African rep and the Nigerian international coordinator. Any idiot that is trying to frustrate me and make me inefficient in my duty post at this moment, God will punish you, because I will expose you until I am removed or replaced. Allow me to do my job. This is not your father's property, neither is it my father's property. I am assigned to do a job, and everybody must respect that decision. Our leader gave us structure. I am a coordinator, I'm not a volunteer. And I can swear to the Almighty God that no volunteer anywhere in Nigeria or in Africa can say that I have obstructed them in the line of duty, not to talk of any department. And so who is the idiot coordinator who is recruiting our people and taking them to go and take oath? I call the coordinator in Nasarawa. Why are you people recruiting our people? Who is giving our people? They call themselves Biafra International Biafra Defenders. Okay, we need defending. And they asked these boys to pay 15,000. Till today, Nasarawa state coordinator have refused to answer to me. Till today, all of them are hiding. But I have all their record. By the end of this month, we will know who is deceiving who. But why did I bring it up now? They are in Bonne, they are in Akwa Ibom, they are in Rivers State, they are in Biafra State, they are everywhere now. Because our leader said that he will reactivate BSS, they are now forming BSS everywhere. Let me tell you once again, in IPOB, the only thing we know as of this moment I am speaking to you is the volunteer. Our leader have collapsed the original BSS into the volunteer. So if you are parading yourself that you are BSS, thunder will fire you. Don't let us see you because God will punish you. Go back to the volunteer and report to the person in charge of the volunteer. It is circulating everywhere. I understand the need for us to defend our land. But if we are not careful, we are going to breed the monster. The enemy will help us plant monster that will destroy Biafra land at the verge of our freedom. Go and look at every country that has fought for independence. Go and look at every country that has had political crisis. At the verge of their freedom, which they seek and yearn for, which they long for, they plant monster among them. That is why to remove Charles Taylor, you have to bring Samuel Doe. That is why to remove Alain Messier, you have to bring his secretary, his brother. That is why to fight Wike, you have to bring Chibuike Amechi. Don't you have sense? We are waiting for all of them. But don't be a fool, ignorantly yielding to those animals. Because we are ready for all of them. Those in Lagos State now, those volunteers in Lagos State, the head of volunteer have called you to order to report yourself to Lagos State coordinator so that you can be properly documented. All of you idiot hired by Fulani to destroy this struggle, thunder will fire all of you. After the ultimatum date they gave to you, if you do not report to your coordinator, your matter will be reviewed. Are you people mad? You do not know we have to be disciplined ourselves. You do not know we have to bring ourselves to order. You do not know the reason Nigeria is failing because all of them are idiots. We can't be idiots here. Instead, let's remain in one Nigeria. Fulani children everywhere. Their head is just ringing. Fulani Yoruba children everywhere inside Biafra land. Because the Yoruba and Hausa Fulani, they have 3 years to fertilize our women and give birth to idiots everywhere. Now beware. The BSS of IPOB, according to our leader, have been collapsed into the volunteer. So anybody parading himself, giving you form to fill. We don't fill form. Whether they are elder, whether they are Holy Ghost department, whether they are international ministry security fighter, whoever they are, we don't fill form. These are DSS. These are Fulani agents. We just don't want to be careless with our life. We can leave all of you. You will die like other people who have died like that. And then our work will not be meaningful any longer. You must belong to a unit before you are anything. If you like, be head of media. You must tell us your unit at the end of the day. If you like, be the head of finance. You must tell us your unit. Judge Onyibe have a unit. I have a coordinator. I'm not the coordinator of my unit. I sit down. I don't sit on the high table. I sit down like ordinary member. Any day enter their head to acknowledge me. They will say, African rep, come and address us. Does African rep make me warlord? Does it make me better than any of you? If I am better than any of you, except I am obeying the law of IPOB more than you. Because the idea of the offices we handle is just to know who should be held responsible when certain things go bad. So if you are a Biafran, any of your coordinator have sent you to join any security group outside our volunteer, you have to report to your national coordinator and make sure you get to us. Because judgment will start in the house of God. Judgment will start in the house of God before it will go to the unbeliever. We are telling you, Nigeria now are forming. The paper is online everywhere. They are BSS because our leader have announced BSS that we will initiate the BSS. That original BSS has been collapsed. I repeat, it has been collapsed into the volunteer. The one you are seeing now is Fulani own. Don't let anybody deceive you. Those of you in the northern part of the zoo, your days is counting. Today is 20. Approximately about 10 days to go. We shall review your work. And so those of you who have Kaba, you have who to call, you have heaven and earth to go, you get ready. Ndiara. Fulani children everywhere, Yoruba children everywhere. You call Yoruba, some of them now, they are pointing the tier where they. Why is any being certain Yoruba? Why is any being certain Hausa? Why is any being certain Fulani? Very soon, why is any being certain Buhari? Idiot everywhere. We not say we can't look on our face. These are pressing issues. Do you know the people they arrest in Delta State, how they are arresting them? One Fulani son there. We look at the 13 there. Pressing need. The issue of coronavirus across the globe. Taking Nigeria as a case study. We have told you. We are not coming here to tell you that there is nothing like coronavirus. But we can make you understand that coronavirus is something the world know about. Even 20 years today. We are not telling you how they initiate coronavirus to begin to cause the recent global economic meltdown or depopulation of the world. That is not what we are telling you. What we are telling you as a Biafran who find yourself in the prison called Nigeria, don't take any medicine from Nigeria. If Nigeria can't inject you for coronavirus, run for your life. They want to kill you. I can still remind you, no black man on earth have coronavirus except they will poison that man today. Forget about those ones they are telling you in the video. This actor have coronavirus and he quarantine himself. I swear to the Almighty Creator, the day they catch one black man with coronavirus, they will quarantine all of you. The way these people even hate you, they will quarantine all of you. If China can kill its own citizen to contain this epidemic, the whole world will gather and kill all of you. For now, there is no coronavirus. Not in Nigeria. Nigeria closed border so that foreign rice will not come in. But they open border so that coronavirus can come in. Who is deceiving who here? Now they have started voting billions. Do you know that only Chibuike Amechi spent over 400 million naira to fight Ebola? I remember Goodluck Ebere Jonathan actually paid him back with almost $200 million, if I'm not mistaken, because they don't go on naira. Naira is valueless. Dollars, 200 million. Go and Google how much Goodluck Ebere Jonathan supported the Chibuike Amechi to fight Ebola. I'm not saying the one Chibuike Amechi. They spent almost $1 billion fighting Ebola. Ebola that didn't even get to toll gate. They have started. Fulani is looting. Fulani is looting. But let them go ahead looting. We are keeping record for them. You don't need coronavirus to keep your environment clean. You do not need coronavirus to wash your hand. You do not need coronavirus to be careful. Mazime 4 route. We are not disputing it. But we want you to understand that Nigeria have a criminal agenda all the time. Go and listen to the way they announce Corona. Do you know that Kenya, ordinary Kenya people hungry won't kill them. Ordinary Kenya government has issued an order for the next 3 months. Nobody should collect house rent. They wrote to landlord, every landlord in Kenya, from now till 90 days, 3 months, no tenant is allowed to pay house rent. This is how a nation operates. So in Kenya now, from now, this is March. March is over. So April, May, June, they will start paying house rent maybe June, July, or August if coronavirus do not stop. Ordinary Kenya. Nigeria now is thinking how to collect tax from you to battle corona. The only thing your idiot senators are doing now is who do we borrow money from? Then one Fulani will say, let us tax Nigeria. But you are idiot, you will pay. Very soon now, Nigerian government have decided in an effort to comb the new epidemic coronavirus, they have decided to tax every Nigerian 5,000. But you are idiot. He say it's okay, the Lord is good, it's okay. other countries now, I'm not talking of America now or Europe now, because we say, oh, those ones are old country and they are older than you. I'm talking about ordinary Kenya. The poorest state in Nigeria is richer than the whole Kenya. They have just issued a simple instruction. Landlord, please, oh, this thing is going to affect us economically. Oh. Let us help ourselves. 3 months, don't collect house rent, so that we can be able to help our brothers. If we catch you collecting house rent, you will pay huge amount of money, or we will sentence you to 7 years imprisonment, or we will seize your property, or we can join all of them together. I beg you. They say sign, head of landlord association. Sign, head of Kenya police. Sign, head of interior. This is how a country function. Nigeria self, as I'm speaking to you, killing more Biafran, and they will say it's the coronavirus. Are we talking about Fulani herdsmen and the other? Everybody now say corona, oh, hey, corona, oh. The coronavirus is a welcome development, I must tell you. All the whole pastor now don't they take kai. Where then they hide, they drink now. Kai is open now. All the whole Afar, most of them know they drink beer. They are not drinking beer. When you say, Afar now kai you say yes. Imam say you can take kai. The fear of corona is the beginning of wisdom. Ndiara. I thought you have faith. Where was on Come and buy anointing oil, holy water of TB Joshua, anointing oil from Suleiman. Where are they now? What's that, Yana? But when scientists finish bringing the solution now, you begin to hear the people say, oh, I prophesy when I told the Lord told me he was removing it, and I prayed, receive it. Miracle time. All set, Yana. As a Monday miracle time, all set, Yana. The people where Sabi heal short hand, all set, Yana. Nigeria, where I go get sense, Biafra? Where I go wake up from all this nonsense? But of course, you will wake up. Another pressing issue, the fourth one. The need to abide by the principle of IPOB, no matter how complicated it may be. Because this may be the only lasting solution to the precarious situation we have found ourselves. Believe me, it is not easy to obey. Most especially when you know you are right. Somebody is telling you are wrong. It's not easy to. But they say it's a chain of command. When we chain you, we go command you. Follow, obey. Or it can be command and chain. We can command you and we chain you. Some people say it's tyrannical in nature. Do you know the meaning of tyranny? We cannot be tyrannical in nature when we are chaining and commanding you, and we tell you we are whiter than white. We tell you on Urube one day baloso. That means we are not chaining you to kill you. We are chaining you to save you from yourself, so that you will not destroy yourself. Forget about that thing you think you know. Forget about that connection you think you have. Forget about it, Mamadu. Obey your coordinator. When your coordinator is an idiot, report him through the appropriate channel. Only discipline will save us in a time like this. I listened to one of our leader broadcast. He said we should thank Chukwu Kikabiama that we came in time. We should thank Chukwu Kikabiama because Nigerian cannot envisage the situation or position we are today. If Nigerians have known when we were shouting IPOB, they were supposed to carry a helicopter. Start sharing money. By now we would have finished killing ourselves. So what they did is their former pattern, kill them, shoot them, fire them. But today, if they lie, let them share diamond. If they lie, let them make every member of IPOB commissioner, ambassador to the whole world. No, it is too late. We are going to destroy Nigeria completely with the truth and nothing more. So Biafrans across the globe, understand the reason why we are here. The reason why Mazen Nadekanu is here, the reason IPOB is here is simple. To first of all organize our people, prepare their hearts. Moses said to Pharaoh, we want to go into the wilderness. A journey of 21 days, that we may serve, worship unto the Lord. And Pharaoh said no. You are not going anywhere. Moses did not say they want to go. Go and read your Bible. Moses did not tell Pharaoh they want to go. He said they want to take 3 days journey into the wilderness so that they can pray to God, sanctify themselves before the journey start. Pharaoh says it's a lie, you. But when the time come, what happened? What happened? Don't let anybody deceive you. Nigeria is falling, and we are going to pull it down with the truth. I'll be back in a minute.
Worldwide people, they don't they kill us since. Nobody talk about them after the whole killing. Then go sweep them under the carpet. These people are shameless, they no get conscience. Maybe in our blood, I am they take the bath. Without our resources, nothing like one Nigeria. These people are shameless, they no get conscience. They don't set confusion among our brothers. They won't kill our leader because he speak the truth. These people are shameless, they no get conscience. No hiding place for them. See their doom for their doorstep. We are blessed folks. Who do go to Kabiama, bless no man feel cause. Worldwide thing. Nigeria is falling, we are gonna sing it out. With the truth, with the truth. We coming out right now for the land of rising sun. With the truth, with the truth. It's too late to apologize. Who are these to my friends and my brothers and my sisters and my uncle and my cousins who are here in Biafra land, outside Biafra land, in the world at large. We are Biafrans. If you are one Nigeria, why are they killing us? If you are one Nigeria, why are they raping us? If you are one Nigeria, why are they depriving us? We want to go, we mean we want to go truly. We want to go sincerely. We want to go right now. We want to go. Myself, I want to go. Nandi cannot want to go. Uchemofo want to go. George Onyibe want to go. We want to go. Biafrans, they want to go. We are 7 steps ahead. Ahead is who? We are whiter than white. We are whiter than snow. All we need is referendum. Designating, dissedating, trafficking. I was born and raised in the Biafra land. This is my region. Biafra is my religion. You can think Biafra, speak Biafra, see Biafra. God has signed it. Nobody can join it. Lost day, minus day. Biafra we come. We love you. We love you. We love you. Biafra. Woo! I told you. Nigeria is falling. We are gonna sing it out. With the truth, with the truth. We're coming out right now for the land of rising sun. With the truth, with the truth. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Who are they? It's too late to apologize. Amechi is too late. Osiban is too late to apologize.
And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. If you are a Biafran anywhere in the world, you are yet to identify with IPOB family, I will encourage you, look for the nearest family and identify yourself with. I repeat, look for the nearest family and identify with. But if you still don't find, send us your name, your phone number, and your location to our WhatsApp line. I can assure you, in less than no time, a coordinator will contact you. Some of them may be a little bit low, but don't worry, they will surely meet up with you at least once or 2 times in a week. You can resend them if you have not been contacted. Until you are successfully registered with a family, I will advise you do not give up. Send every inquiry to our WhatsApp line. You are encouraged to open even a unit where there is no family member. But please don't become general overseer. Go and make sure you still contact us. We introduce you to a coordinator that will ordain you. First of all, be a deacon or a discipleship class teacher before you begin to answer that the GO. Because all of you now who have gone ahead to open family, you now become that the GO. We have our own DSSO and EFCC. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. The WhatsApp line, I repeat again, is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And of course, I will not open our female line at this moment for 1 or 2 reasons. We must continue. Caller on the WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, my leader, my brother, my friend.
Good evening,
Mazi George Onyibe. This is your brother, Olise Donald. Olise Donald is from Ndokwa Nation. Ndokwa Nation is Nanyoma Ibobia land. As they used to call it, IBB came and named us Delta after they called us Bende, Southwest, and whatever name they decide to call us. The Hausas will come and call us Niger Delta when they decide to continue with their divide and rule tactics. And then IBOB is here as our deliverer. It has united us and brought us back as one people. I greet you, my brother. I want to quickly bring to the notice of everybody listening. The entire family of IBOB in Delta State is under attack. You have made mention of it. They are arresting our brothers everywhere.
Since yesterday night. Nde Mario Kowa, wejeda gu Kowa. Makeni mini ndezu no kamonyu ku okamunyenta. Ndi lere gonte wejeda gu Kowa o. Eyan ye be na eje nwan ye gbu ali o. Wejeda gu a no tele ndi ni ije nyi domere mu nwemu o. Ndị agbo ndị anyocha ndị data lere anu ihe riku jeni da dun ko wo dun o be wa kan oga na gwa kenyi ne onwa ale o enya ri elonye olenyi
nwanyi nnada anyi onko anyi mwenenyi okowa
he has what it takes to do the right thing. Let him forget about the money they are paying him.
Ne ye fa ne mu wa ke opustane o wori kenu wori borozo okowa je kafu aka ibo obushi kenu ko kafu. Because Anyafuna, look, Okowa came out and said that Fulani S-men accompanied by the Nigerian military, the army, attacked communities in Delta State, which he
set up road, checking point in the farm road, and they will say you will pay 2005 before you go to farm. Is this not us?
I just want to. If Okowa no many, Okowa le yen because of her far. Because such on the Kobo on their far Okowa should know that this generation of Biafrans will hold him responsible and posterity will judge him. Can you imagine that Burantai came after the army, after Okowa alleged that the army and the police, which is a fact, are backing the S-men to conduct terrorist attack in the place IBB named Delta State in Biafra land. Now, 3 days later after Burantai came to inaugurate their useless barrack, because that is the only thing the infrastructure they have in Delta State. Building barracks and bringing in Fulani army in the name of Nigerian military. No, now they came to Delta State, and then he was what they call him. What did they call his name again? Brantai. They talk say him. Now he go make sure say they go arrest criminals. The Fulani herdsmen issue where they talk say army follow them go attack. He no talk about them. Instead of criminals, he go arrest. Then after he make the threat finish, we come out, come expose them. The next thing we do na to Okowa to alarm. They use in police, they use in DSS, they use their secret police, they arrest our people.
No, they want to intimidate Okowa, so they brought a Fulani man recently. He's the one that is on rampage now. But my happiness is that I'm not always happy when they say them born Enugu, them born Abia. I want them to born everywhere.
Their brigade, they change the commander in their brigade, they change the commissioner of police, they bring in the main terrorists them, and then they bring in now. We know all of them. We know whether they sleep for Sabadell. We know that they work out for Warri. We know all the OEDs where they did for Warri. All their tankers where they carry, where they do this thing for inside Warri there. They pass through Kwale, they go to distribute for Asaba. We know how they do them. All their foot soldiers where they go camp for Kwale, we know where they dey. So the way they let them they know they say Okowa. They call him name this evening. They let them they know say we know the move when they make. And he no go inside this move when they make. If he think say na that Senate where they want position now, if he think say na the name when they be as a governor now him be the highest thing when he don't achieve for life, then he don't spoil the whole thing when he don't build as a human being.
Thank you very much.
They call on everybody where that place where they call that town now, say go and join IBOB family. Go and join IBOB family. They are giving them a pipeline security contract now, making the youth that they feel that they are stubborn. Those ones that they used to do politics.
They say, oh, we are Niger Delta, we are Niger Delta, Niger Delta gate man.
They don't give them. What did they give them a pipeline security? They say waterway contracts, chairman waterway security force. Okowa go sign paper for them. They will give them one small motto, right hand government official. Hey, all of them go begin the happy money to prepare. They will give them. The only money to drink beer. They go give them fast about. We are monitoring all their activities, and we let them know say time they tick. Shebi after the attack, what they don't do for Delta State finish. Fulani nationality movement of Nigeria don't go. They talk say. More calamities they come to the south, right? They say more calamities they come to the south, but we are watching them. We are waiting for them. Let them bring it on. We only wait till people where we just make us they talk. Now, me no be like say we not talk. Now our people were not they listen.
Thank you very much.
You know, DNA will call the result. Thank you very much. It's good to talk to you.
Thank you,
okay, Biafra.
Everybody must hear Biafra. Of course, these are important issues everybody need to take notice of. Are you still there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My great all Biafrans, wherever they are on the face of the earth. My most regards goes to our leader, Onyibe, and his deputy. I say, Moshe Buluwa be with them. And you too for your good work, and everybody that is working assiduously in pure heart for the restoration of Biafra. I always say my slogan is, had him been director has not come, what would have become of us today? Now, these are the things we should be thinking, and we should do the right thing. Our homeland is being on rampage. They are killing, they are doing all sorts. Nobody is talking. They use an insider because it is the bad one that is inside that will tell the stranger to come in. Without that bad one inside, there is no way the killer can come. And two things I notice in this struggle is, if somebody is doing wrong, it is either that person is doing it on the act of ignorance or the bloodline of that person has been contaminated. Those are the two people. If that person is doing it ignorantly, if you correct him, he will listen and he will change. But if he doesn't listen, check very well. These are the people.
Is it Yoruba blood or Hausa blood? If you just put blood lineage, you nobody know. The German Biafran blood lineage are not frustrating us. The Italian Biafran blood lineage, Israel Biafran blood lineage. We have blood lineage with all the whole world. No one is frustrating us. Only Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani blood that is frustrating. Put it there. Don't be afraid of it. Or do you go to Yoruba church? Leave all those grammar. Who you help? You dey go Yoruba church? Get on it. Because the way you are putting it now, who is the blood lineage now? Put it Yoruba, Hausa, or Fulani, and then the people understand. We have blood lineage with every family in the world, every breed and kind. None of them is worrying us. If you mention bien, if you go to Yoruba church, you let me know. We'll address your matter well. Go ahead, my national. Put the blood lineage. You say yeah, blood lineage. Who get the blood lineage?
Nothing like
our people have children with German. German blood lineage of Biafrans are not killing us. We even have a blood lineage with Saudi Arabia. Everywhere.
Once I say the blood has been
there is a particular blood that if we mix with our own, it is only catastrophe we are going to get. Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani. Put it that way, let everybody know.
Let me make it fair. Once I say the blood has been contaminated, of course, it is mostly
by what? Coronavirus?
No.
By what now? Now you are coming home. Now you are landing.
So I cannot. Of course, Yoruba Church is totally out of it. Director say if a Biafran should bow down and go to Yoruba Church, that person has lost his value. Of course, I can never do such a thing. Heavenly Father forbid. But what I'm trying to say is to categorize the bad ones amongst us. Today, what is happening now is I saw some papers online. People are recruiting. And I want to say this. I think Onyibe should stop saying some things he wants to do on air. That's my own advice.
Understand. Every coordinator is supposed to take instruction from a higher officer. And every member is supposed to take instruction from their coordinator. And our leader has not come out to make any statement vertically, but he always refer us to. He always create intro. He comes creating a platform. For instance, the issue of elders who have rewritten their own oath. He understands that we cannot rebuke elders, but we entreat them. So he simply said, those elders who are doing that, there is nothing like that in IPOB. He expects them to use their head. Our leader said, we will initiate our BSS. We will activate them. But before then, he has first of all said that BSS should go into the volunteer. Do you understand? And so every BSS now report to the volunteer. Then if tomorrow he said BSS move away from volunteer, he will let us know. We have the leader of volunteer. You are the national coordinator to the West. You know your line of jurisdiction. And I don't think you have broken any of them. As far as I know.
I'm under
and now, if everybody is under oath and do the right thing, there will be no mistake anywhere.
Exactly.
There will be no mistake. Like you rightly said, only two things are responsible. Number one is that they are ignorant. And that is why we keep coming, we are shouting. Number two is that their blood is contaminated. That is why when you made mention of it, you were like removing the main ingredient. No, because when you say their blood is contaminated, I don't know if it's coronavirus, because it can contaminate blood or Ebola or any other. So you put it Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, put the three of them.
Fulani, Yoruba, and Hausa.
So they should go and begin to do DNA test before we come and test them. These people cannot repent. Our people marry China, Japan. Do you know my immediate junior brother have 2 Indian children? One of them with the Chinese Indian and another one with the British Indian.
Oh, wow.
He married 2 wives. He first of all married British Indian. Maybe 5 years later they divorced. Then he went to marry Chinese Indian. They all have children for him. When they come now, they be singing in la 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 la. My father have Indian children now. But are they coming to kill us? Is India killing Biafrans?
No.
But if it's not my brother children, we know how we count our lineage. The only one that is killing us is the one that Yoruba have with us. Awusa Fulani. That is why we are doing all these things. When the brother called in the morning and said that Yoruba say, okay, don't worry, frustration don't they kill you already. The thing touched me. Yoruba feel that is happy, say that they frustrate us. It's okay. It's fine.
Honestly, they are. You know, Yoruba, these Yorubas, they are like they will bite you, they will blow it and run away. They will bite you, they will blow it.
The people who have greeting for every situation cannot be trusted.
Exactly.
The people who have greeting, when we talk about go back to your root, people don't understand. People who have greeting for every situation and circumstance cannot be trusted. Eku moto accident, eku poison, eku boko haram. They have greeting for everywhere. Eku idiot, they cannot be trusted.
Honestly, you see, these people, it's only fools that doesn't understand history that will go into an agreement with these people. Never.
Of course, everybody in Nigeria, they have the opportunity to save the next generation. And to do that, let us call off Nigeria. And then we become good neighbor. Today now, we are shouting for our people to wake up. They are busy dividing our resources. The only meeting they cut is to share our resources. They say, yes, where is the target now? Ebonyi State. Then they will now plan. Fulani will plan. They will ask Hausa, are you there? Hausa we say yes. Of course, when I mean Hausa, I mean Biro, I mean TV. All of them we say, yeah, we are there. Then Yoruba Yoruba say confirm, or I write the document. This is how they manage us. And then small time they say, the income coming from Ebonyi stopping, let us go to Bayelsa. Then they hit Bayelsa. That is the only thing Nigeria is doing.
Exactly. And the game is they will just go and hit. They will stay some days, go and hit. Like that. Even the one they hit in Lagos, do you know that when there was one man that was analyzing the thing that it was a bomb? Do you know that there was one Ifulefu? That was when I knew that we have a whole lot of work to do within ourselves. There is one Ifulefu that said that no, it wasn't like that. It's not bomb blast. And if you see how people descended on him, I say, what is wrong with these people? For how long will this nonsense continue? Remember, this thing cannot happen if there is no bad one. These people cannot just walk into a state now or walk into Biafra land and start to do all of this because there is somebody that permeates the way for them to get in. One thing I will say is everybody should remember what the golden rule says. That thing you know that you cannot do to yourself, do not do it to
other people. Thank you very much.
People should remember that all these things that they are doing, all this evil that is going on, they should remember that blood speaks. And they should remember that one day there will be retribution. Just like what director said, there is nobody that will spill the blood of an IPOB or a Biafra that will go unpunished. History will judge every one of us. My point is, whoever that is being given an instruction should follow that instruction to the letter. All of us should remember that we are under oath. And we should also remember that our lineage, our direct lineage and our family, they are in line according to the oath we have taken. Everybody should use their tongue to count their teeth. It is high time we leave being political correct or whatever and do the needful. If you are in IPOB, do whatever they say you should do and follow the instruction to the letter. Do not deviate. Because remember that this thing that you are doing, you are standing on the blood of over 6.6
over 10 million.
Blood.
And the death rate is still counting.
It's still counting. We should all remember that we are standing on their blood and on the bones of our ancestors. We are fighting a generational cause. People should remember this. Thank you for this opportunity for speaking to our people.
We must
thank you so much. I greet every one of you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Yeah. What we are doing here is simple. I can die this moment. I can die tomorrow. It really doesn't matter. But I have chosen it. I will tell you how it will end. People are dying. Then idiot is staying in a safe heaven. Using our head. Don't worry. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there?
I'm here, dear Mazi.
Go ahead. Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mazi. How are you, sir?
We thank God is faithful. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mazi. I just want to this unfortunate governor from Bayelsa. Well, I read online that he banned over 60-something cultist people in Bayelsa. I'm not a fan of cultism. It's not a good thing to practice. But why is that the devil? Because that's why I call him unfortunate governor. Because they use him to swipe Imo State. Otherwise, he nears nowhere. Why is he so afraid to include Mieti Allah or Fulani herdsmen in that list? If he listed the terrorists or the people that are disturbing his state, he acknowledged that these people are a threat to his state. And he could not list the major problem.
You see, I believe the government of the Fulani have threatened them. Wike rose up and bound youth gathering, nothing like youth meeting, youth organization in Rivers State. And irrespective of the fact I have respect for Wike, I'll just begin to talk. Will Wike get there without the support of the youth? Because he was one time a youth respected by other youth. And then you get to the top, you banned the youth. If you have soiled your hand, go back and make amends. Because you will not escape. We know how they killed Onwane. When it's time to use the youth for their dirty job, all of them are very fast to move. But for them to secure the government power, our opportunity, they sell it out. When the man come out now and said he banned cultism, which means he agreed that his people are cultists, and which are not. Shell is a cultist. Shell company and all the oil company in Biafra land, they are the one that sponsor cultism. I'm sure he didn't mention their name. But the point is that as far as I know, no Bayelsa person is a cultist. As far as I know, no Biafra is a cultist. Only those whose blood are mixed with the Yoruba and Hausa blood. Where did the Yoruba cultism start from? Yoruba land. Woloshoenka started cultism in Nigerian University. Yorubas from Ogboni, whether secret court or religious court or any court, Yoruba are the one. No Biafran is a cultist. No Biafran. So sometimes maybe indirectly, God is helping us to delete, to separate the other blood among us. So maybe they are doing a good job spiritually. I'm beginning to sense that. But all of them are threatened by Fulani. Look at it, all of them coming to prescribe IPOB. We now prescribe you, but there is Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Lamido, Sanusi, Lamido, among other terrorists, traveling everywhere honorably.
Yeah, we take it 47 or 40, whatever. Oh God.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue.
Thank you, Mazi.
Our people must understand the challenges on ground at this moment, and I can assure you, don't be afraid. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but we said we will get to the end of the road. Are you there, caller on the line? Monitoring Spirit, good evening from here. Go ahead, please. You have 2 minutes because my time is almost up on this segment. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Biafra is all over the world.
And hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You know, you used to come on air before and you begin to appreciate your coordinator. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And one day I ask you not to do that again.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I was right in that decision I made that day. I had something in mind, but whatever I have in mind could not justify what I have said that day. Please, you can appreciate your coordinator if he's a good man. I withdraw those words.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead, please. If he's a good man, let us know he's a good man. Go ahead. It's your right, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I have been trying to say this all the time, but they keep escaping my mind. Go ahead, please.
Biafrans all over the world, please, be resolute. Onu, be resolute. Always I'm speaking and always I'm repair. Obi ane do kwana api se ano. Uncle on number. Yes, they are rising. That is exactly what they're supposed to. So no, are you afraid? We are talking about preserving our land for the next generation, our own children. So we are cutting ourselves off. We are already dead. We have nothing to do with our life anymore without Biafra. You see Biafra? Before you go to Kabia, man, nobody can stop Biafra. Who is that idiot? Ordinary life virus. But we shall see how it goes. Forget about all these our politicians. Just imagine they have eyes but they cannot see. Don't follow them. It is them that they will just Taliban will kill. So we thought that is why we say go back to our roots. Joshua chapter 24. Joshua chapter 24, verse 19 to 28. Just go and read it. You see what oath is all about. How Joshua placed the people under oath. Their name, their own name, is the 100% oath that we are the children of children of people to Kabia. Don't be afraid. You see, he said, I will use my creation to fight for his people. Don't bother. Our leader said on that day, we see the sun. The sun will sing. You don't know that we shall be at peace. If I will say Fulani, I will say Yoruba, come in. We are welcoming all of you. You see the land of Biafra. From now to the 30th of May, the earth will quake in China. And every nation, Isaiah chapter 6, verse 11, God take it. Every nation that are not in support of Biafra must be destroyed. Stop, remain resolute. 20th of June remains the details. But before the 30th of June, we come forward. We will involve the spirit of our ancestors on that on the Bible shop on the down. Man, don't we don't again, and I appreciate my coordinator. Thank you so much, for lifting this band from me because I love my coordinator so much. He's 100% resolute. He knows everything about me, even when I was accused. But I have forgiven everybody because in the jungle we will hear and hear any nonsense. But you see, Zechariah chapter 9, verse 17, on that day, I will dance great. But I'm not thankful to put the cow with the 3 days ago, remember the my shape. Okay, Biafra. Makatilek, on a black Biafra, or I get on a language. He said,
everybody must heal Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. And this is where we are going to draw the curtain on this segment. I truly appreciate those of you who were able to call in to make your contribution, irrespective of how difficult it may be. My sincere appreciation. Apology to those I cannot pick their call. I will be signing off temporarily, but believe me, I will be back in no time after this timeout. Udo.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. Can you hear me now? Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. They are clean our people.
No more one Nigeria. The amalgamation is over, man. All we need is Biafra.
I'm not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that cause killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who doesn't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra.
Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Bumbo clan. It was good and evil and we chose good.
Enego is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Enego is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home.
Tropical mix. Biafra, the rising sun.